I read the other day or something, it's like 160 people have flooded. Well, that's not true. I don't believe that for a second, that 160 people have water in their house, because I'd be hearing from them.
The property appraiser of Flagler County addressing the controversy surrounding flooding caused by new construction in Palm Coast. Daryl Moody has our lead story.
At issue, flooding concerns in Palm Coast neighborhoods, but it all comes down to lot grading. That's the word from Flagler County property appraiser Jay Gardner.
It's not about how high up that house next door is, because you can build the slab up higher. It doesn't hurt anything because a roof sheds the same amount of water. But when it hits the ground, where's the ground level? If you add 50 truckloads of dirt in between the two houses on your side, now it drops off. There's a wall dropping off at this property line. Yeah, the water's going to go over there and flow, maybe onto the other guy's lot. So you have to grade it.
Gardner says builders need to pay as much attention to the lots as they do to the homes they build.
15, 20 years ago, I remember someone saying water was coming in the wall of their house. Well, the house either was permitted wrong, the slab was too low, or either the ground's too high and it sloped to the house. If you let water come up against a house, concrete's porous. You know, the walls, it'll let it in.
A proposed moratorium on infill lot building in Palm Coast failed last week. The city council instead adopting additional measures by a vote of 4-1.
Good morning, Flagler County. I'm Rich Carroll. You're listening to Flagler's Morning News on Monday, January 22nd.
Talk about a citizen task force that needs to be done. Let's look into the graffiti problem.
It's an eyesore. You look at people, they say, oh, it's art. It's not art, it's vandalism. Pure and simple vandalism.
Palm Coast residents are fed up with graffiti in the C-section and they want it cleaned up.
I actually will be meeting with our sheriff, and I'm going to bring that up with him and see if there's something else additional that law enforcement can do, because it is becoming a blight on our community.
Vice Mayor Ed Denko says the city plans to crack down on people who tag bridges, curbs, signs, and buildings.
Why do they hit that area so much, especially on those 3 bridges? I don't know. But if something can be done, a little extra effort set forward, somebody made an example out of maybe you got to hit them in the wallet really hard. I don't know what the laws permit.
Councilwoman Teresa Pontieri says they're doing what they can, but technology would help.
When we email the commanders, they are on top of it really quickly. So if you see it, email us as soon as you see it. That could be a quicker way to get it addressed. We're looking at other mechanisms, cameras, things like that, to be able to look at it closely and stop it and prevent it. More preventative measures rather than reactive.
If you see vandalism in your neighborhood, you're urged to report it immediately. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Daryl Moody.
This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, US 1 St. Augustine, here to wow you. A grant to reduce motorcycle crashes is awarded in Flagler County.
The Flagler County Sheriff's Office recently received a $120,000 grant from the Florida Department of Transportation aimed to reduce motorcycle crashes in Flagler County. Flagler County Sheriff Rick Staley.
Between 2020 and 2022, 230 motorcycle crashes occurred in Flagler County. 44 of those crashes involved serious injuries, and there were 9 fatalities.
These statistics rank Flagler County 6th for motorcycle crashes involving serious injuries and fatalities when compared to 14 other counties with a population of 50,001 to 200,000 according to FDOT.
Many bikers live, visit, and enjoy our county, and this grant will help us in our mission to keep them safe on the roadways.
FCSO will use the grant funds to implement programs to increase safety and awareness among motorcyclists through high visibility traffic enforcement communications and public outreach, and even safety messaging during special events like Bike Week and Biketoberfest. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
The Florida Agriculture Museum has needs.
Kara Hublick, the museum's executive director, said on a recent episode of Lifeline here on WNZF that they're looking for funding from the legislature for some necessities.
Right now we have a huge legislative ask for funding. We're asking for $2.6 million, and it's to fund 3 separate projects. The number one priority is bathrooms for our school touring complex, and then also exhibit space for the school touring complex, and then also a barn for our educational and environmental trail rides.
Hublick said it's up to legislators who are in season now to decide if the museum gets the requested funding. You can listen to Lifeline here on WNZF Saturday mornings at 8 or on the Flagler radio app. Tomorrow, the history of the Florida Agricultural Museum. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Deb Albertson.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.
And now, Mike Licio with your WNZF local sports update.
The soccer regular season wrapped up on Friday. The FPC boys picked up their 15th win of the season to finish 15-4, their best regular season record since 2015, when they entered districts with the same record. After a 1-2 start, the Dogs have won 14 of 16. Coach Ramtin Amiri.
The loss has helped us. It allowed us to grow and reflect. And since then, we've been playing great.
DeLand comes to town for the first round of districts Thursday. The ladies closed out the season with a Natalie Neal clean sheet against Merritt Island in a scoreless draw. The Dogs have a bye in the first round of districts this week. They play the University Seminole winner Wednesday. The Pirate boys traveled cross-state to Lake Wales and came away with a 2-0 win. They are the number 1 seed in districts. The Pine Ridge Deltona winner heads to the Ship Friday. The girls go into districts with their first 10-win season since 2020. Basketball, Oakleaf came to the Ship Friday night to face a Matanzas team missing Henry Robinson Jr. and Micah McGuire. The Knights outlasted the Pirates 62-58. Pirate coach Henry Robinson was pleased with the effort.
They fought real hard. The energy, effort was there for the most part. That just took my hats off to Oakleaf. They played an incredible game, man.
In his second game of the season, sophomore Alex Davis had 19 points, 15 rebounds, and 5 blocks. Robinson on his return.
Really a whole different type team. So everybody's been keying in on Junior. Then Rossell's been playing his behind off. So now they want to try and double both. Now you can't double Rock, you can't double Junior because you got Alex down there. And Tariq is starting to score more.
Saturday, Coco edged the Pirates 63-58. Ryasir Jefferson had 25. Tariq Shakir 15. Junior Robinson is eyeing senior night against Menendez Wednesday at the Ship for a return from injury. Rich and I will be at the Ship Wednesday too. Watch the game live on the Flagler Radio YouTube channel and on the WNZF Facebook page. Tip-off is scheduled for 7:30. The FPC boys fell just short against Atlantic Saturday at University 68-62. They host University tonight at 7:30. Palaca takes on the Matanzas girls at the Ship tonight. The Bulldog girls are at Father Lopez tomorrow. Wrestling, Jordan Mills grabbed another first-place finish at the War Eagle Invitational. FPC outfielder Connor May announced his commitment to Methodist University in Fayetteville, North Carolina. Matanzas volleyballer Grace Taylor was named Kiwanis Athlete of the Week. Bulldog soccer player Haley Salmons was voted Athlete of the Week in the Daytona Beach News Journal. WNZF is your home for local sports, with updates Mondays and Fridays. From the Sports Desk, I'm Mike Licio.